Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jamie Fallahy. About 5 years ago, I was just like you, so I know where you're coming from as far as yoga goes. I was working full-time as a speech therapist. The days were busy. I hardly had time for lunch, and I sat on the floor or in tiny tables with kids or at my desk doing paperwork all day long. Though it was a great job and a true calling for many people, it just wasn't for me. And it was doing a number on my health and well-being because of this. I felt lost, anxious at times, and was sometimes depressed. I had painful sciatic nerve pain, which bothered my back and my leg. Finally, enough was enough for me. I knew I needed to do something. I started practicing yoga 2 times a week. I had done yoga sporadically before this time, and I knew I loved it, but didn't realize how much it would do for me once I made my practice more consistent. It not only made me feel better physically, but I'd also leave the classes feeling mentally clear and emotionally stable. After a few months of yoga classes, my sciatic nerve pain was completely gone. I increased my flexibility on the sit and reach test from 18 inches to 22.5 inches. I got stronger, was able to balance much better, but most importantly, it helped me get a handle on my mind that would run 1,000,000 miles a minute and my emotions that were up and down like a roller coaster at times. It helped me to balance out body, mind, and soul. It made me feel whole and more content than I had been in a long, long time. And it also helped me to find my purpose. I wanted to delve deeper into my practice and immerse myself in it. So I took a huge risk and signed up for a month-long yoga teacher training in Guatemala, worth $6,000, so I could learn everything I could about yoga. It was intense, and it ripped me open emotionally and helped to quiet my monkey mind. I left with so much knowledge about yoga, I could hardly wait to apply it to my real life and begin teaching right away. It's been almost 3 years since our time in Guatemala, and Sarah and I are so excited to share everything we've learned with you. We want to give you a solid foundation for your yoga practice, so you feel the physical, mental, and emotional benefits that have changed our lives forever. You're going to feel amazing, begin to love your body, and be true to your soul. And we can't wait to show you how. Let me start by explaining. So, why practice yoga? There are tons and tons of benefits, like increased strength, balance, flexibility, decreased stress, more energy, relief from pain and muscle tension, peace of mind. It also releases endorphins, making you feel happy. Many more benefits, specific benefits, based on each type of yoga pose will be in our Yoga Beginner's Guide. So what does yoga mean? Yoga literally means yoke, or to unite, to be whole. It comes from the ancient Indian language of Sanskrit. And yoga's aim is to unite the body, mind, and spirit, and to unite ourselves with our highest being. The point of yoga practice is to enter into a meditative state from which realization or liberation may arise. Yoga is an unending process of self-discovery and transformation. It is a personal pursuit, a solitary internal process, one that we do in our own space, and it is said to awaken our deepest creative self. Many people want to know how to integrate yoga into all aspects of their life, making it a life practice instead of just an hour physical practice a day. Well, here are some of the basics to get you started. Each step of working to integrate the 7 branches of yoga along with the 5 points of yoga and the 8 limbs of yoga, which are in our Yoga Beginner's Guide, will make your yoga practice a life practice. The 7 branches of yoga are Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Tantra Yoga, and Mantra Yoga. Let me explain them a little bit more in depth. Hatha means sun and moon, and Hatha Yoga is the physical postures, poses, and exercises that we typically see when we practice yoga. Raja Yoga means royal, and it consists of training the mind and bringing ourselves to a higher awareness through meditation. Karma Yoga is the path of service and right action. The principle of Karma Yoga is that what we experience today is created by our actions in the past. Bhakti Yoga is the path of devotion and selfless love. Through this path, we see the divine in all of creation. The path of Bhakti provides us with an opportunity to cultivate acceptance and tolerance for everyone we come into contact with. Jnana Yoga is the path of wisdom and development of the intellect. It involves study of the scriptures and texts of yogic tradition. Tantra Yoga is the path of ritual, where opposites meet and can become one. In tantric practice, we experience the divine in everything we do. A reverential attitude is therefore cultivated, encouraging a ritualistic approach to life. Mantra Yoga is the yoga of potent sound, and it translates literally to mean mind projection. It is a technique for using patterns of sound through chanting or reciting to help focus the mind. We'll delve deeper into the 7 branches of yoga, the 5 points, and the 8 limbs in our Yoga Beginner's Guide. You may be thinking this all sounds great, but how will I ever be able to understand it all? Well, I'm telling you, you will. Here's a little dorky secret about me. I am a master organizer. Just ask any of my friends and family. Many have asked me from when I was super young to organize their life, whether it was their bedroom, house, paper, or finances. I'm your girl. So know this Yoga Beginner's Guide is going to be laid out in a simple, organized way so that you will feel like you really know your stuff about yoga. Another concern some people have is that they think they might be too old, too inflexible, or too large to practice yoga. Well, let me tell you, you're never too old, too inflexible, remember my sit and reach gains, or too large to practice yoga. We will give multiple modifications for each of the 100+ poses in our Yoga Beginner's Guide, so you will be able to find at least one that's right for you. The third thing that a lot of people may be thinking is, well, it's a Yoga Beginner's Guide is not going to be challenging enough for me. I've been practicing yoga for a long time. I need an intermediate or advanced. Well, we will give you variations to deepen your practice and organize it in a way so you can make it more challenging step by step. Plus, it's so important to build a solid foundation of your yoga practice in order to practice the more challenging asanas safely and effectively. Most, if not all, yoga class students are doing poses with improper alignment. In order to get the most out of each asana, you'll want to learn exactly what your body should be doing, from your toes to the crown of your head. We will do this for you. You're going to find yourself deepening your practice to a whole new level. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn about yoga with me. We'll be doing another video, and in the second Yoga Beginner's Guide launch video, 2 personal stories of yoga beginners and learn all about the basics of alignment as well as specific alignment cues, modifications, and variations for crescent pose. If you like this, we would love to hear from you. Please comment on what you've learned on Soul Nectar Wellness's Facebook or Instagram page, or send us an email at contact@soulnectarwellness.com. Thank you again for taking the time out of your busy, hectic life to listen to our video. Sarah and I hope we can help you to feel great, love your body, and be true to your soul. Let's all breathe together and feel the presence and energy of everyone else who is watching this video. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. My soul honors your soul. Namaste.